Tweed. Viewer discretion is still advised, because everyone's gone. Nightmare mode. So now we're playing the game again, which has all the same puzzles as last time. But now it's harder, so I can get a better ending. So we're going to see how this works. I don't know if I ever, like, did a thing here. Oh, no. Let's see. Mario baked a cake. Or numbers. Feed, right. So 6554. Also, saving costs me now, which is a problem. 6, 5, 5, 4. And it slips from your hand, the maw. You feel compelled to pick it up and wear it. You know, we never did do anything else with the amulet, did we? Loops over your head, the maw opens and swallows you whole. Yeah, the amulet thing didn't really go anywhere, from what I recall. Oh boy. Okay, we get to the other room. Go into this room, because actually I forgot to take care of one other important thing. So I'm going to be right back. I apologize for doing this like right at the start. But I need to take care of something real quick. I'll be back in a few minutes. The true horror of being right back. Okay. We don't need to resolve everything, thankfully. The numbers and everything else are the same every single time. We just have to survive. And not die. And not get jump scared by this guy. Okay. He does the thing. His Venom way. Kept solution? Yes. I have my file, I have my spreadsheet of screenshots, which largely has all of the important information I need. So hopefully it'll work out and I haven't lost anything really important, but I'm pretty sure I have most of what I need to beat the game pretty quickly. There we go. Oh yeah, can't go in there yet. But like all the information I have should still work correctly. In the safe room. The biggest issue is I'm going to end up with fewer save mushrooms, which is kind of important. Or health shrooms, which is kind of important. So we are going to try to ration these a little more carefully. Alright, so this is where we're going here. We go in here, and we punch in a number that I totally have available to me right now. Big. This is probably the one thing I don't remember exactly. So no, this is 2. This is 3. I want to say this was 4. And then 6. 5. Okay, maybe I don't remember this. Maybe it was the... I don't want to have to look this up or relogic it. 2, 3, and then we had an unknown. Where was this? Okay, well maybe I'm a bit of a moron. In retrospect, what I should have done yesterday, when I had the time, was collate some notes and enter the correct data. But I still have some options. So we can figure this out quick. Do. There we go. 6, 5. And worst comes to worst, I can always refer to the old VOD. And, of course, I should take this with me. Because that seems important to me. Alright. Now that I have the key, there's going to be more critters spawning, so I need to be a little more careful. So I love the bite taken out of that. There's a lot of good work done in this graphically. Okay. Not this part. That always gets me there. It's not that one. There was another one that I had trouble getting past because he was on the stairs, which I think is now going to be the case. After this, there's like some stairs. I always had trouble jumping over him just because I was in a bad position. I've also bumped up the gamma so people can actually see stuff. It's not gamma proper, it's just brightness. But the point remains. This should do it. We've retrieved the key! Hooray! The mushroom key. Okay. Don't think there's anything that can jump scare me on the way to the elevator, which is really the only place I need to go. Go straight to 2. Don't know the difference between brightness and gamma? Neither do I! What do I need to do here? Don't have access to the basement yet. Oh, right. There was some trickery here. I didn't do the thing. I need to go back and do the thing, too. That's annoying. Okay. Whatever. We'll just lap through this. Anyway, sup, Mika? Sup, Kappa? I appreciate games that give you the option in-game to brighten things, because it makes capture so much easier. Kind of. Even then, me and Fisk were trying to get it sorted yesterday. Okay, well, that sucks. Alright. Oh, hello. A face hovers, watching you intently. It seems to like your key. Didn't see that coming. He's gone now. Alright, overwrite. We're gonna just use C for this one. I already burned over C to do the gamma adjustment. And do this. Because it needed doing anyway. Oh, that doesn't heal much at all. I need to take less damage. Also, I don't think that dude was there last time. Oh yeah, there's nothing here. For now. I might just leave those for saving then. No, it's not gonna do the ballroom yet. This is gonna be fun. Yeah. Oh, did he spawn? He despawned. Okay. I have access to floor B1 right now, don't I? I think that's actually the key to the whole thing. I need to go do the bottom floor first. Yes, okay. Okay, so assuming that's all the same... Oh, wait, no, I'm not allowed to do this until I know that I can do... Well, whatever, do this at least. I'm not allowed to do this till I read the note. Okay, brightness shifts uniformly in average overall lightness or darkness, while gamma adjusts the midtones on a curve, affecting the perceived contrast between light and darkness. Brightness simple addition, subtraction of pixel values, while gamma correction redistributes the tones to make shadows or highlights more visible, without necessarily changing the black and white points. Huh. Alright, well that makes sense. Maybe that's what I need to figure out, is how to do a proper gamma adjustment for some things. Yeah, I don't know why, but I thought it would give me fewer mushrooms, as opposed to not making my mushrooms useless. Okay, that's the next one I need to read first. I read this. I know about the door. I'm actually not sure that matters now that I think about it, because I don't... But the information I need for that is the piano keys. And I have the piano keys documented. But oh well. I didn't read the correct one. Oh, that plate looks like a piece of parchment. Anyway. Yeah, I've been informed how to get the other 2 endings, basically, from Tweed. One of them is silly in how you're supposed to do it, which means I really do have to do... well, I don't know if I have to do 3 entire laps. I might be able to fork off at a point, and it should be fine. I just need to be careful. In fact, that's probably what I should be able to do. So I'll save a save spot. A save spot in B for that, because I'm just going to work out a C for this one for the time being. I don't really need to fork this, because I know all the answers already. For instance, red. I was hoping it would also revive my HP, but unfortunately not. Hey! Pretty sure... I must be thinking of the more... I think the music changes when this happens. There we go. I was like, I know the library's going to become more haunted. The dude here. I think there's another dude over here. Okay. No bounce for me. Sad. Oh yeah, I do need to see this, because otherwise Mario says I don't want to play the piano now. Like, I have no reason to play the piano now. We're having that discussion about, like, character knowledge versus player knowledge thing. And why those are somewhat different. I'm gonna take the long path. It's safer this way. As an adventure game player, I find my character doesn't know this, therefore I'm not allowed to do this, to be marginally annoying. But it's one of those, it does kind of make a sort of sense when you really think about it sort of things. Still want to know how the Golden Shell story ended. It was only on part 3. We didn't get to the Golden Shell. Player knowledge, why player's stupid. You're not entirely wrong. Here's the critter. Always past this point. Let's get in the door. Okay. So now... where's the piano notes? Those are past piano. Here are the piano notes. Okay. So the tricky bit here is I need to use a different C. The low C is the first C. And then G. And then the other C. Not the low C. I could do another G. Then an A. Then an F. And then another G. I wonder if that tune has some sort of significance. That sucks. That really sucks. That really sucks. The tune of the mustard. Mustard of my doom. Oh well. Kind of knew this would happen. Yeah, healing only one kind of sucks. Especially because that guy's standing right outside the door. Dead. Don't know why, but I pressed R there. Why'd I heal only one? They only heal one. Also, I thought I'd be okay with just one. Look, there's limited resources here. Massively limited now. It also occurs to me on the first floor, I should go do that. Wasn't it 2 last time? Oh yeah, Nightmare nerfs the healing. Since I have the mushroom key, I should go do this, because I can do it at the same time, I think. It's floor 2. That's not the floor I want. Why am I on Nightmare? Because there's another ending on Nightmare. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't bother, but it's part of the moderation process. There we go. Yes, I got the first ending right at the end of the last stream. Horse, lion, wolf, bear, cow, snake, dragon. Okay, now I need to do this part without messing up. Which might have just been a bad idea. Yeah, Peach is like a doll or something. I'm not really sure. That ending was weird. But the thing of many masks come and chase me a little bit. Thought I could jump by watching, listening. This is going to be hard. Either way, what I should have done is gone back a bit further so I could go jump over him as opposed to what I did there. Trying to think of what's the correct way of routing this. Arguably, the right thing to do might just be start over and hope I can do better with taking less damage. Because I still need to do the piano playing thing. I have to go do that loop. And I can't... That's the other thing it nerfs, is I can't save indefinitely. Every time I save, it burns a mushroom. Heal? No, I have very limited resources. Also, those things do like 3 damage. It would not have helped. Like, those things hurt a lot. Okay, go to floor 1. But you are right that I should at least get 1. I get 3 more in the next room. Yes. So, there's that. But, like, I think at most I had at any point in the game last time was 11, and I did use... I saved a lot. I like to save a lot. That's a general adventure game principle. About burning a mushroom? Like, using that mushroom there. It would be burning a mushroom. So, if I save, it uses, effectively, a charge of my healing mushrooms. So, now I have this resource that's actually very valuable to me, because I can't just save whenever I want to. I have to save on this thing's schedule. And deal with that problem. Yes, saving costs a mushroom. So I need to be much more careful. Much more careful. That was dumb. Okay, then he drops out of the ceiling. Then this guy pops up from the floor. And then there's one right here. Boop. There are a couple things that I kind of regret not doing correctly the first time around. Like, I really should have gone into the... Oh, for Pete's sake. I can't jump around. I can't mess around at all. You know what, actually? This is a hard choice. Because, like, I have already accomplished some things. Okay. Oh, that only hurts you a fraction. But, like, I burned through an awful lot of health to do so, and I have to go all the way back to the far right to do some other stuff that I forgot to do. So I'm kind of wondering if it might be more valuable for me to just start over from a resource perspective. I kind of think it is, which sucks. But I think that that's the smart move, unfortunately. I just need to be more careful. Okay. 6, 5, 5, 4. I know, I'm not good at that whole thing. Being careful is not usually my MO. I usually end up getting bored and doing dumb things. But we can do a couple of very useful things on our way over here, because I just forgot to do them. Like, basically, once you clear the blockage on the first floor, you're done with the first floor. Like, there's no longer any reason to come back here. This room, however, does have a reason to come back to, and that's what I forgot to do last time. Which is do that. That's one of the 3 statues you need to activate for the end game. Even though I didn't know it at the time and ended up activating it incredibly early. Okay, now the auto-walking and venom introduction. Takes a while to do this. I can get away with what I'm about to do. There we go. He's mocking me for having to start over. So that's the thing, is like, playing close attention and streaming are kind of the opposite of what you want to do. Like, I'm looking to see if there's any new messages in chat and other things like that while I'm doing this. Wasn't there? There are mushrooms in here. I want those. You know, I'd be kind of curious to see what a speedrun of this looks like. If you can actually figure out which nodes you don't need to activate first. Okay, this is 2563. 2, 5. Oh, 3, 6, not 6, 3. Wait, did I transpose this? I did. It was 5, 6, 5. That's an even number. I should have remembered that. Okay, now we get our red card. It's the classic thing to find in any given game. The card. The key card. The thing that gives you access to the rest of the friggin' game. It's a classic for a reason. It's a classic for a reason. Maybe only if I had a cheat sheet. I could provide you with one if you really wanted. Like, pretty much all the puzzles are straightforward numerical codes. The biggest question really is, frequently, is which events are required, which ones you can just skip over. Like, I didn't read the paper for the door again, so I didn't need to read that paper. But if I want to if I want to play the piano, I have to do the P-switch loop. So there's some of those where the character has to know, and some of those where just the player having that knowledge is fine enough. Okay. And there's not anything else on the way here. So we get our key card, we get our key. So now we have a key. And when I spawn, I think I'm safe. There's nothing between me and the elevator. And then there's one dude right by the stairs. That's fine. As small amount of doors as possible. For some reason, you can see yourself getting lost in here. Yes. I think the map in general is fairly understandable. Horse, lion, wolf, bear, cow, snake, dragon. Some of these are really easy to remember over time. Okay, so now we have to deal with the tentacle monster. There should be more nice tentacle monsters. They're always evil. Why do those have to be evil? Can you look in Lunar Magic? I don't know. I'm not sure locking has been that popular recently-ish, but I could see Tweed locking it because it's a puzzly type hack. But I don't know, legitimately. Alright, we're done with the first floor. Or third floor. We're never coming back here. Invictus and Bowser's Hideout 2 are locked. Invictus is locked, really? I find that surprising. Okay. Yeah. Floor 1. Go through the loop. Pick up the shrooms. You may have noticed I haven't saved yet. That is completely on purpose. Oh yeah, we'll read this one. And as little reading as possible, I suppose, too. Okay. Just like to Invictus, didn't want people spoiling the final boss. Huh. I find it kind of funny because, like, Grand Poo World 2 I don't think was locked, but you wouldn't be able to find the things because they were more heavy, the hidden stuff, because they were more cleverly hidden than you would expect. Not this time. I remembered. Yeah, I ran across like a ROM Hack Races level that was locked. I wanted to look at one ROM Hack Races level, and I misclicked on which one I had loaded. And it turned out to be a different one. It's like, yeah, it's locked. I'm like, why? Like, I'm honestly a bit surprised there's not like a requirement of not having it locked, but this was a pretty old one, so. Because, like, I know that with the testers, they frequently make changes and what they at least request changes. I don't know how the changes actually work. And I imagine in some instances it could happen that changes are requested and they're, like, the person's not available to do them because of whatever week it was. I could see Fen or someone just opening it up and fixing it up for him. Okay. We've made it a decent distance, and that's a good thing. Without being hurt. So we've got that going for us. So now we go through this room. We're not going to take the shell, unfortunately. Well, we're going to take the shell because it doesn't actually matter. Oh, it's not really a shell. I don't know what I expected. You know, this is something I should have tested out earlier, and I didn't. So I should check this. Because I know I can't take items between levels, but... Okay, they're not that kind of it's not that kind of a block. But, yeah, something to look forward to. I spent a while with Fiskbit yesterday. There were a couple events. There was a thing he wanted to go to that was near where I live. And so he went to that first. And then we had the event we were both kind of going to later. That's the order. No, wait, that's not gonna... Well... Huh. Wait. Did I despawn him? I despawned him. Also test this with Z-SNES? Well, good luck. Item that can break friends? I don't think it can. I don't think it can break things. Like, it's not a kickable shell. If I had to make a guess, it's probably... I mean, it doesn't have any collision detection, so I assume it's a custom object, actually. I was thinking, like, maybe it's a key. But I presume it's just a carryable object that behaves a little funny. Okay. C down, and then, what was it? CG... CG... AFG, I think. I think. 'Cause 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 I Where are you, notes? My notes are non-linear, and this sucks. Right about an early version interview. Wait, what? I'm right about an early version. There was recently an interview of one of the main people behind it, the main image, version 0.953, and you tried looking for the version, but I didn't able to find it. Which thing? Found a form that had it downloaded, didn't work. What specific thing? I don't actually know what the subject of this sentence is, unfortunately to me. Oh, early version of Z-SNES. Okay, yes, that makes more sense. A F G. There we go. You know what? Actually, let me check something quick. I might be able to find you something. That's not what I wanted. The hell is that? I misspelled something and ended up with a weird result, and I'm going to have to look into this. I don't know what a discomancer is, but now I'm curious. I have no idea what this is from, but that looks funny to me. Discmaster is a website that lets you search like old CD-ROM drive, old like CDs. So we might be able to find an ancient version of Z-SNES via this, just as a suggestion. But you can see like there is some information out there for it, and you might find some files that are quite old. Like executables, 18 of them. Oldest one looks like 97 on here, so that could be that could work out. Anyway, we've successfully done the music. I lost the shell in the process, surprising no one. But that allows me to do this. This is what we want to do. We're going to talk to the face. And we are going to save the game. It's worth it to burn one of the health shrooms for this. We're still going to work out of C. Probably should have saved after doing that, but whatever. This place isn't that hard to come back to, and I'm going to need to come back here eventually. Anyway, for other reasons. Oh, just kill me now. I'm not taking a hit like that right now. We are not doing that. But yeah, Discmaster is a really cool thing. I forget if Jason Scott's directly involved. I think he is. But basically, there's an awful lot of these ancient compilation CDs and things. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing? It is actually really cool. Tweed just released it Friday. And it's been interesting. I'm currently kind of speedrunning this. First time, it took about 4 hours, if I'm not mistaken. I'm already at 41 minutes, but I did something stupid earlier. But, like, I know all of the answers to all of the puzzles now, because it's a puzzle game. And so I'm just doing the things I need to do, but hopefully taking as little damage as possible, because I'm in nightmare mode, as opposed to convenient fun mode. Tweed, there's a streamer by the name of GamesInTweed, a very dapper English gent. At least I think he's English, I'm not entirely sure. But he also wears nice fancy hats when he streams. Nope, Wait, what? Hold up. This room was safe before. Okay, well, that knowledge is worth having. Oh, you know, you're surprised because first hack was so different. Love getting... But, love getting him with a cash... okay. I mean, the first one was more of a kind of classic, I'm gonna make a Kaizo hack. That was it last round? First round? Something round. It was a beer-related name. But he wanted to be mentioned as I rated in the other, I guess, like a few weeks ago. It's like, hey, I'm gonna release this puzzle horror hack. Are you interested in this? And I'm like, yes. I would love to moderate that. And he's like, oh, okay. And so I'm moderating it. I got first dibs on it. Because I like puzzles. I really like puzzles. I got through this with one hint from him. There was one puzzle where I think that there was some ambiguity. Ballroom, yes. ZSNES did start in the late 1970s. So that might be one of the earlier versions of ZSNES. It's hard for me to say. Okay, there's one. There's another one that's going to pop out of the ground. And the rest of the way is clear. Alright, now out of the ballroom, I need to go... I just need to go to the left. There's two important areas. There's some extra health shrooms, which is going to make me a happy camper. Yeah, this is definitely not a conventional shell. I was always too afraid to go and hit it with the fire flower because I thought it'd be disastrous. But it turns out to have not mattered much. Alright, gallery time. So now the question is, has the gallery changed significantly? That's... Come on. Come on. It's a weird timing puzzle. I was so close. Okay, now the light will stay on. There is a message here if I want to read it. Actually, I would have needed to have read it first for this to work. Yeah, the golden shell. So that's I'm doing things a little bit out of order. But that's fine. Okay, and we get the key. And then we get jump scared. There's an awful lot of text, but I'm not going to read it again because this is more of a reprise of anything. Loud, that noise. Wait, was there writing on the wall? I guess I didn't look that carefully the last time. Oh, we don't get the light in here the second time. Oh well. One of those things I do love in later Mario games is that the fire flower lights up the darkness. There's good reasons why you can't do this on the SNES. I mean... You technically could, actually, I think. That's annoying. Right, there's nothing in there. Oh. Apparently that made me take a hit. Or Knuckles. Yeah. And Knuckles. Who doesn't love and Knuckles? Gave away a Knuckles sticker the other day. Now that I have the flower key, I can go to the basement. I think that's all I really need to do is go to the basement. I don't think there's any other flower places I need to go. Oh. I do need to do one thing first. Yes, I need to do that first. There's also this bit of creepiness. What the heck was I saying I needed to do first? Right, okay, I remember now. I spaced out for a minute. Okay. Talk to this guy. He's humming to itself. Keeps glancing at your new key. He likes keys. He finds them very intriguing. Alright. Oh, did I not activate this in this instance? There we go. Alright, since we've completed one more key, I'm willing to take a save here. We're doing okay on health, which is nice. Okay, now he spawns right on top of me, right. So far, I've only taken one hit. This is about as good as I could hope to have done. I need to go to the basement now, where things are going to be really tricky to not get hit. But thankfully, I have the information I need to solve the puzzle without really doing much work, which is the hard part of that. Okay, so now we go to floor basement. We go in... Oh, there's an easy save now, isn't there? I probably should use that one. Oh well. I'm not burning a save on that. I guess it wasn't this room. I thought there was a room. There's a room with mushrooms, but I don't know if it's gonna be worth getting. Well, like boostment? Yeah. You ain't wrong. Okay, I think... it's the second door. Nope. It was the first door. One of these has a mushroom in it. I want the mushroom. It's the only reason I'm here. Only reason I'm here. This is the third one. That was bad. Either way, these things at least hurt less. This is the third door. There's a glyph on top of it, but I can't... Really? Oh, I screwed this up. Was it the last one then? Did I miscount? I swear one of those had a mushroom in it. And not death. Now I'm gonna restore anyway. Ah, it just sounds like there's something in here, and it's the second one. Okay. Cool. There we go. He'll kill me now, which is good. And I'll just do the lap again. There's a part in here I know I'm going to be bad at, and so I'm really just sandbagging a little bit to make it so it won't be quite so terrible. Okay, make sure things are correct. Yes. Alright, one more lap because I'm dumb. Did he literally just wander off enough that I didn't die instantly? He kicked me off the screen. That's what happened. I was trying to multitask. It wasn't the smartest of moves, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. It probably is the wrong way to go about it, yes. But oh well. Actually, you know what? I think with that, I'm actually done with the floor. I shouldn't need to come back there. I don't think there's another reason to come back to level 2. So, floor 3 and 2 are done. It's really just 1 in basement remaining. Just need to be a little more careful. Just like dot. You crazy Europeans, you. 1, 2. Don't have any other reason to come over here. I mean, there was a reason at one time too, but I don't have a reason now. Okay, cool. Go in here. I really thought there was another room with mushrooms down here, but maybe I'm just misremembering. Nah. America decides what's normal. Because the moon belongs to America. Okay. What? 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 That was the right answer when I last played this. Did it change? I'm just going to burn resources, I'm going to restore, because where I'm going to go is pretty far into this. So, I don't know if this is... Like, Tweed said things didn't change on second lap, but I'm pretty sure that was the correct one. It was the one with the X on it. How far do I have to walk to get to this? Pretty far. Anyway, thought I never managed to finish. Probably going to play some Eternal Darkness this week. Because me and Fistbit spent a while adjusting alpha values and whatnot to try and get a decent look on stream. What X? Of course you didn't, because it was in some other location. The X is in this room. See? Yeah, right here. Oh, you know what? I probably have to read the stupid message in order to be able to actually do the thing. Okay. So there was a reason to go over there. I couldn't just assume that I could have that knowledge. I have to read the thing. Or see the room, one or the other. Ah, boy. Okay. Which is easier? Which makes more legit... Ah, for Pete's sake, I can't take a moment and think because you spawn on top of me. Like, which one do I think I need to see? Do I need to read the note, or do I need to go into the place in order for this door to work? Because it's clearly a key gate kind of thing. I hope it's not both. Well, I was busy thinking about puzzles. This part used to be a very safe part of the game. It's kind of hard to deal with this when you have an awful lot of, like, residual memory from the first lap. Probably. But it's more of a how do I route myself to avoid having to do a lot of work issue than anything else. Because, like, at least I can go into that area without having to, what's the word I'm looking for, like, know that I need to go there. Really wish I'd saved downstairs, but oh well. It's 1, this is 2. Safe. Go into the cell. Read the message, but do not touch the outline there. Because the outline kills you for some reason. It does fade in nicely, though. I thought he was red last time I played, but I guess I'm misremembering. Yay. Alright, I'm gonna see if we can get away with just having read the message. Nope. We have to do both. Okay. That's annoying. It's hard to know what knowledge I need to have, well, my character needs to have. Okay. That's not the room I wanted. We gotta go, we gotta walk along. What? Oh, come on now. You got me when I was already on the plinth. Like, I'm not going to burn mushrooms unless I get, like, something really good out of it. Unfortunately for me. Alright. So now we have to go to the first floor in order to do the thing, which sucks. And there's really no way around it. Which also probably means I can't do the maze on the first, or the third floor is where I need to go. But it also probably means I can't do the maze on the first floor with just the knowledge alone. I probably have to go back through the dining room and go see the drawing room. It's weird, because I kind of assumed, like, Myst, once you knew the answers, you wouldn't have to deal with the other problems. Myst has no real state for the player, aside from the pages system. And as such, you know, once you, the player, know something, you don't really care about the rest. Of course, in Myst, you are also actually the player, which is kind of an important detail. which is kind of funny when you think about it. Because very few games are you, despite being first person, right? Like Doom is first person. But Doom Guy is clearly the point of view we're experiencing it from, as opposed to our own. Halo is arguably first person as well, but you know, Master Chief is certainly not. Duke Nukem certainly. Am I telling you we're not Mario? As far as I know, I am not, in fact, Mario. How you doing, Simon? Okay. Oh yeah, it's Justice backwards, right? Because this is a mirror dimension. Alright, now 2 dudes to jump over. That one there. And the one right by the staircase. And then we're done with this floor. I'm probably going to drop a save on the basement because it's annoying enough. Those lanterns get me periodically where I think that they're one of these dudes and they're not. I get hitched up a little bit on that one, but I don't think it's an actually important problem. Okay, so now we go down to the basement. Let's go into the basement. D, basement D. Yeah, it would be lovely if there was health, but whatever. I'm willing to burn one. Also, a little peach doll. I thought it was a candle for the longest time. I still kind of do. But I think the game demonstrates that it's peach. Or maybe it's a candle burning it. I just don't know. There are possibilities here. Okay. Oh, yeah, I want to go into room B. And then we can sneak past this fella. There's a text explaining how to deal with the various enemies. Okay, we've successfully done the 2 things that Mario would have needed to experience in order for this to make sense. Avoided damage so far. Okay, cool. Now just one more of these dudes. We can get right in here. And hop in this spot, which works now. And get another key. We got the feather key. And we are definitely going to have to use the save thing here. There's no way around it here, unfortunately. Yeah, I just keep going back and forth. I don't know if it's a doll or not. It's more dolly now. Now the fun basement of lots of... Oh, right. There's one up there now? Okay, well, this has changed a little bit. Which isn't surprising, because, again, this is the hard mode. Interesting, though. I thought those things worked off proximity, and that thing didn't proc until I was dang near underneath it. Oh. That's irritating. Okay. See, I do need him to run out across, and then I can go underneath it. Oh, also fun, I got the powered splitter for playing composite or component games. It has a big, gigantic, bright LED on the front of it. The way I've got it sitting right now is it's positioned opposing a blue LED, so it looks really weird. I keep forgetting where the edge is. If it was a semi-solid, it wouldn't matter, but... Anyway. Should be fun. Probably tomorrow, if all goes according to plan. Don't have very much other things I need to do. I've got some contracting stuff. Got to parse some data out of a very large data set, which is kind of interesting. Parsing some data out of Wikipedia's data set was my idea for a specific problem they were having. There we go. I was going to say, I felt like I went really fast there, but no, it's just these guys are doing their thing. And there's one of those. They're bad at stairs. That's a wall. Theirs. Okay. Right. Dagnabbit. They still need to be going upward here. Spot. Oh, did I not? Right. I missed my chance to go up there both times. If I die, I'll go try and jump up there next time. Right. There's a hole there. Transforming Parquet files? Not that I know of. Just trying to get some data, and Wikipedia is a decent data source for it. What's weird about data Wikipedia files is they give you what they call a multi-stream file, which is really just a bunch of bzips glued together. Which I find weird for one very simple reason. If you're gonna do that, why not just give a zip file? That seems like it'd be smarter than providing an index file and a bunch of offsets. I just don't know. It just seems like it'd be smarter to provide something that doesn't, because you already are not getting inter-file like compression. So I don't really know why they're doing this. Like, it's literally offset article number, which is not meaningless to me, and then article title. And then you go and seek to the specific location in the gigantic alleged BZ file, and then you say, hey, decompress this, and then it decompresses, and then you're like, oh, woohoo, and you're off to the races. But it seems like a very weird way of going about it when you could just done more of a zip file approach. But I don't know. God, dagnabbit. I don't know what's up there, and I want to know. I also don't want to die again to find out. Surprised learn office type files are zip. Oh yeah, they are. It's hilarious. I'm gonna do something really dumb quick for moderation purposes. I just want to know what's up there. I know it's possible to get up here, and I just keep failing. Just want to know if this is a dead end, or if it does anything interesting compared to the bottom path. I suspect they're the same. Or not? No, this is a dead end. Okay, cool. Wait, what? Important lesson. Don't do that. Did I actually make it up there legitimately, or did I fail it? Alright, well, now we have something we need to try. The good news is that even if it had exploded my save file, I have backups, so I wouldn't need to worry about that. Need to see if I can actually make that. It might be the case that that's not possible to do legitimately, in which case I don't really care. I won't hold it against Tweed. Need to watch very carefully for the end of this. Yeah, you can get up there. Legit. That's okay. And then... well, it's a different kind of crash. Alright, well, that's a problem. We should find that yesterday. That's bad. Alright, we'll do this one more time. Make sure it's not... make sure it's not my fault. But that seems bad. That's the wrong one. I can't reset. Had to shade and shower real quick and come back to random glitching. Yeah. I pressed the wrong button, too. Yeah, I think what happened is there's an undefined exit there. And that's not good. I don't want to get up and reset. Oh, actually, no. Wait, hold up. Can menu? Remenu me? No. But it needs to be from the menu because I want to verify that it's not anything I'm doing that caused that to happen. Okay, cool. Now let's not be dumb. But yeah, if there's a crash there, I'm going to have to reject that, which sucks, because this is really good, and I was expecting to be able to pass it pretty much immediately. Like, I had my last time, which was playing the bulk of the game, I encountered basically nothing bad. But if there's a crash here, there's a crash here. My suspicion is that he didn't expect anyone to ever come down here and tool around. And then that bounces you up there and crashes the game. Okay, well, we've proven our point. So that sucks. Crashes are rare. I don't usually get, like, full-on crashes. I'm still going to continue. I always try to beat to the end, but, like, that is a problem. And since we've verified that it isn't actually my fault, that it's consistent and reproducible, that, yeah, I'm going to have to punt this back over the wall to Tweed to get it fixed. Now, my guess is that that's simply, like, an exit that isn't defined. And so, like, wouldn't be that hard of a fix. No, I don't want to be up here. Just, like, it shouldn't let you leave. Or just replace the staircase with, like, a dead-end wall or something, so that I can't clip through it, like I've been doing. Because, like, I suspect that, like, there's a line of tiles at the top here that just warp you out after you... Dang it, I missed the jump. Didn't that door work in normal mode? No, there's stairs further along. That's the key thing here, is that there's stairs much further along, and I think what's happening is, like, if you kind of tap into the ceiling there, there's something that's basically, like, once you get... I don't think it's a normal door. I think you get warped. I have to get to the end to know exactly how it works, but, like... This is certainly one where, like, I can repro it and say it's something people might do. And crashes are one of the, like, we have to reject it for this. Ah, for Pete's sake. One more time. So, if Tweet comes by, at least that's what I'll have to tell him. Because in all honesty, I was, like, really excited. Because I like this. It's good. I don't want to have to reject it. But I'm going to have to reject it. We're not allowed to, like, do spot patches anymore. Said door, and then you saw it was that set of stairs? Yeah. Gotcha. But, I mean, it's a conceptual door. Like, basically a screen exit doesn't make a difference if it's a door or a pipe or a block that teleports you using the screen exit table. Like, it's probably pulling from the screen exit table and getting confused, which causes the code to do something really bad, is my guess. But I'm not going to put it in debugger to figure it out. I will say the first crash we got certainly was the best crash we got. The other ones we've had are nowhere near as fun. Now he's up there. But you ran off. No, I'm trying to die here. But that's my guess. But I suspect it'd be an easy fix for Tweed. Just remove the stairs there, make it an actual dead end. Do something that prevents Mario's head from peeking out. Like, Tweed has an awful lot of levers he can pull for that one. To get it fixed. Certainly not something that should hold it up that long, but it does mean another moderator's probably going to need to run through it. I guess that's what you're supposed to do. Just gonna let him run all the way underneath, and then jump around him. Okay. Have to fix the enemy position. I mean, those ones are really minor in the grand scheme of things. Like, I would agree they should be fixed, but, like, they're not something I would reject for. To some extent, that's just like a... Like, when I do my rejection notes, I'm giving people all of the notes I would have given if I had tested, and usually try to make explicit which ones would absolutely need to be fixed. Those would be like, you probably should do something here, as opposed to you must. Like, RFCs have that kind of language, like shall, must, never. There are specific things that those mean. Where are you, floor? Or lack thereof? Okay. I think that's death. I'm not going that way. Pete's sake. Download it real quick. You can look at Lunar Magic. Oh, nifty. Yeah, feel free to take a look. I mean, he's not stopping you. But that's my guess. I'm certain there's an awful lot of, like, blocks and stuff that are custom and unique and other things that are going on, so it might not be that easy to see from Lunar Magic how it's working. But... oh, boy. Okay. So now, go underneath him. I went too far to the right. Oh, I hate this so much. I still have the really hard part to get through. That's one of the reasons I'm saving mushrooms. Is because there's a much, much longer area. I'm going to save after getting out of this, clearly, though. Really wish I'd made my clear save 3. Beneath. Where? Yeah, I thought I wouldn't need to be underneath one of the lips. And I can just walk forward for a while till I run into the lack of floor. And try and find it. Alright, good luck. Occasionally it's nice when I can be like, this is why it breaks, and here's your solution. Or a solution. Sometimes Max shows up and gives those, because Max knows. Because he's Max, you know. I think that's it. It was a standard door, so I wonder how in the world it actually works, because I definitely didn't press R when that happened. Where the heck is this? Oh, I forgot about that being a further step. Huh. Okay, so then we just go through here. Now we're just going to make the assumption that we need to see the drawing room before we can go and do the puzzle. Debating whether or not yeah, I'm going to not save yet. When you start the game, you're in 109. Okay. Interesting choice. 105 is more traditional. But they're all good numbers. Have you tried reading the Bible? Oh, well, alright. The evolutions have started. This room is no longer 100% trivially safe. Okay, here's the plinth. Here's our best friend in the whole world. Oh, right. It's not going to be worth saving yet. I should have kept walking. Wants to see some more keys. The face is happy to see me's. It's one of the reasons we're doing this. Okay, so now we go to the drawing room. Didn't remember that happening last time. Lunar Magic starts at 105. Has a pipe facing you. It's a black circle with a green outline. So it's a pipe? Huh. Well, that's convenient. Alright. Oh. Oh, bureau. There's a gate key inside. Of course you have to come here. You need the key. That's what I was missing. Okay, well, that was nice. Alright, I'm gonna burn one mushroom here because I don't want to die to this thing immediately. See? Nope. This 105 has a pipe facing you. If a black circle outlined, it's a pipe. It's an unused room, lots of unused things, and that's what you love about different hacks. People leave stuff around. It's true. Okay. We're making progress. We're making headway. Right, this is now a different instance of this area with more critters. Now, I'm pretty sure at the angles I'm at, I should be fine just to walk underneath these things. Yeah. But at least we have the save, which is what I really wanted out of all this. Now we can head to the first floor. That was mean. I don't need the audience chamber, but I do want this. You found the room that has a crash. Address 12. I don't know. This part is supposed to, like, be a jump scare thing. Oh, 127. Okay. Okay. I just run across this room. Creepy monster thing spawn yet? No, good. Which I can read this note in peace. And use the button. Which, that's an indication that I've done everything right. Now I need to look at my notes to get the bird directions correct. I do like how it's suddenly adventure. That just, it kills me. In a good way. Okay. We've got the white one. The white is up. Red is also up. Green is left. Blue is right. Black is down. Yellow is up. Activate the key. Activate that. Okay, and there's going to be a monster here. Alright. Now we go in here. We can push the button. Now we get the crown. I got the star key. Alright. Now I need the closest save point I can get. Which, well, actually, no, this is the right place to get to the save point. I'm going to go to the basement. Because the save point here is free. And we do need to fork off the save at this point. So this is going to be B, and then we'll go back to using C. There's a reason for this. There's a reason for this. Okay, so now we're in the end game. With all of this blood. Look at how red his shoes are now. Go through the door. And walk down. I could do something here, but he moves at the speed he moves at, so there's no reason not to. I'll take a look. I might look later. You answer your question. You mean... Oh. Well, it gets marginally louder as you go down. That's why this is creepy. Excuse me. Right, and then we enter this door. Takes us here. Then we read. Mario did not come to the castle. He couldn't come to the castle. He couldn't come to the castle. He just couldn't. Oh, you can kind of see it where it fails a bit, because it scrolls all the way back up to the top as opposed to scrolling and matching. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And then I'm here. What was the point of being here? That was a save point here. I probably should have used that one. Well, that's the normal castle. Yeah, I'm going to burn a save point. This goes in C. We keep B where it was. And heal twice. Okay, I have to go in here. Okay, don't remember there being one of those there, but okay. In retrospect, getting hit by the thwomp was a bad idea. This is why we saved. Oh, actually, there's 3 exits, so it doesn't matter if I want to fork it off or not. I'm going to have to do a 3rd lab. Oh, well. Okay. Thankfully, he's restricted to the table. Ducking didn't work? Huh. Okay. Today we learned. I mean, like, I only need to traverse this one room once, however, so... Okay, got through. Now, the next room. Immediate spawn. And he comes in. He comes in. Door we can't go through. Okay. Surprised that didn't get me. Okay, cool. So now we're in the library. Oh, what? That one's new. Alright, so this drops me off in this room, where I enter a door. Then this puts me in the numbered doors area. Go through door number 1. Oh yeah, door number 2 is the other side, isn't it? Ah, crap. Go in the wrong door. I suspect the way this is implemented is this is actually multiple rooms that all have the same doors, but they all go somewhere else. Only the one that's correct goes somewhere. Or maybe I messed it up, but I don't get those mushrooms now. Oh well. I'm not going to escape just to have a chance at 2 more mushrooms, I can tell you that right now. Mistakes were made. I probably should reset at this point. Also need to look up another solution I might be missing. I think that's right. But the mushroom not being there was mildly annoying, so it's something I need to check anyway. If that's just the hard mode thing, or if it only exists in the first instance of the room. Which is what I suspect. Okay, do that, do that. Don't get hit by him. Get a leg up on the pile and refinance your dreams. Come on down and dial 5555555855555. It's in your car gauge. Today, no Probalo. Okay. I host that, but whatever. This guy's new. Or maybe he's not new and I just forgot about him. Good enough. Okay, so now I'm in here. Go to the room of doors. 3, 1, 5, 4, 2. Okay, well, there's just no mushroom there anymore. Okay, fine. He's fine. Two. 3. 4. 5. Now I should be outside of the irritating face zone. Yep. I had to look. I think I have the right one. Oh yeah, this... You not see this room? I didn't see this room, Matt? I was here for a while. There we go, okay. So it's mop. And then lantern. And I'm going to read the note just in case it matters. And pot and key. Yeah, this is very Five Nights at Freddy's to me for some reason. Pot. And key. It's probably the eyes, yeah. Right. Can't get in that door yet. I have to escape. So go to the other door and solve the other problem. It is probably the eyes. In terms of reminding me of like Five Nights at Freddy aesthetics. Close enough to the end that I don't feel bad about burning more mushrooms. Stoof. Oh, right, I have to transpose this, don't I? D-A-C-E. What was this, then? Okay, it's A... A-C... D-E. A-C-D-E. A-C-D-E. So... A, C, D, E. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. And then this should let me into the room here, where I already know the secret code. It's a pretty nice secret code. What's up, Shellsphere? How you doing? Yep, those are things. We don't need to do that. We already know the answer. Do-do-do. What number am I thinking of? 69, bro! Okay, then don't get hit here. And we should... Oh, I gotta go through the library still. It's like, I got this. We're done. No, we still have the library to complete. And also, the other ending might require more damage. I don't know. But this should put us in the room before where we need to be. No, that's the Mario eyeball room. This room. Okay. Just gonna move through the space. Makes me wish I retained my fireballness. Well, something's happening. He's getting dimmer. Good, just woke up. Nice. Yeah, I believe this is the end. This should give us a marginally better ending. Yeah, there was the creepy... creepy things. Alright, I'm not allowed to go back, and I only briefly had control. Okay. Eastern Pokemon? Okay. Well, I'll probably raid him afterwards. When I'm done, which won't be for a little bit yet. Because we need to do a whole nother lap through. I thought about forking it, but I'm like, oh, then I'm not going to have the right number of exits. So we can't really fork it. We have to do one more. Crawled through the blood. Fire Hoarder games bring you joy. They're so goofy. They're kind of goofy. This had some good parts. How you doing, Mr. Twister? This one's really good, except for the crash I found. Probably should have made a clip. I could send it to him. Yeah, I haven't played too many. I did play a little bit of The last time when was looking at a bunch of the most recent C3 submissions. I hope it's different. Like, I went through a lot of effort to get that. Did play one of the Sonic EXE games. I forget which one, though. She looks better, I'd say. Maybe. Yeah, she looks more alive, but the grin on her face says to me something's still wrong. Aww, they hugging. Tweed, yeah, Tweed made this. This is Tweed's second hack, as far as I know. Oh, thank you for playing. All right, so yeah, this is an improvement. Everyone's gone. Yeah, good ending. Good ending. Now we just need to let it run, then we can go get the, as it said in the last set of credits, the UFO ending. Which thing was huh? There's a lot of things. Look at the VOD for the last inning. What was it? Actually have the VOD open. I mean, the major difference is that background screen is very different looking. And the Peach sprite when you get there is different. But, God. You know, everyone is like lowercase here for some reason. Normally I read the credits, but I'm gonna do this again. I'll probably see the credits a third time. Oh, I was a speedrunner. I'd know where to reset. It does suck that one place had to crash. It was one of those things I was mildly curious about the first time around. And the fact that I didn't get up there bugged me. And then I only remembered it when I saw it again. So, like, it sucks that I found a crash. Because I don't find, like, crashes that often. Mostly because people are not that ambitious. But, like, an awful lot of the stuff I moderate tends to end up being, like, Timmy's first hack or some random person's first attempt and stuff. And so, like, you kind of have this weird, like, anti-bell curve of, like, it's kind of dumb but fun on the left, and then, like, on the right side you have, like, I worked on this hack for 10 years and have made it so polished it literally blinds you. And usually I only find a few things on some people's hacks. It's very rare for like a really polished hack to find an awful lot of stuff. Like I think what was it, Trick Brookle? I found a few things, but not that many. Does it get rejected? Yeah, unfortunately. What I'm probably gonna do is not reject it like immediately. Like I could go right up the rejection thread, whatever. I'm not gonna do that. What I'm going to do is inform Tweed of this, and then let him have a chance to get an update, and then I'll reject it. So basically, it won't be off SMW Central that long, would be kind of the goal. But unfortunately, like, I need to do a whole nother run through it twice if I wanted to accept it. Sorry, 3 times. So, and the testers did a really great job. I mean, I found 3 things, only one of which is really actionable. I would want to stress that point. So, but yeah, there was a crash I found by poking my head up in the wrong spot, in a weird spot that looked like I should be able to do things. And, like, Tweed has an easy fix. Just replace that with a dead end, which is what he intended it to be, clearly. Okay, let's overwrite A. Doesn't say anything about endings or anything else here. Nope. I didn't get my clear save, so now we gotta do it again. No, we gotta do it again. Because there's a 3rd ending, and I need to have that say 3 for me to have actually done the work I needed to have done. So, 6. The good news is the most annoying parts of the game I don't really need to worry that much about. Yeah, first time it was really glitchy, so I assumed it might have been something in my code, but I think it may depend upon what's in RAM and where. And since that was a much longer set of gameplay, it was more likely to be some just random stuff in the addresses that were getting thrashed around. So, like, but it was a clearly bad crash. Like, the music still worked, but all the graphics went to hell. So something went bad, and all of the other crashes resulted in just blank screens or a different color screen. So clearly there's some sort of jumping thing going on. It just got stuck. So it's a crash, and it should be easily reproducible. And like I said, it has an easy fix. Don't even need to mess with ASM. Just, like, block that part off as a dead end, as opposed to there being stairs there. That's all he needs to do, I suspect. But it also looked like you weren't supposed to get up there. Like, it wasn't like a massive, like, weird thing to do, if that makes sense. But it just didn't work right. Ugh. I like how I completely mitigated the scary part there just by jumping over him at the right time. When Mario World does a really glitchy crash, mostly plays hurry up sound effects. For some reason I find that kind of funny. I had a great crash once during chat hacks where it started playing its own music. Like music that was not in SMW. It was really creepy. There's an old clip of it somewhere. This was 2635. Bizarrely, what this really makes me want to play again is Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, which has a silly name, but is actually a kind of legitimately fun adventure puzzle game with horror elements. But you do need to play through the first 2 games first for it to be reasonable to play, if that makes sense. Because there are spoilers for the first 2 games. But yeah, there's a few puzzles in there that are like, you need to figure out a 4-digit code, and it has to do with like the night guardsman's birthday, and you find a birthday card or something. That game also has an awful lot of other weird stuff happening. It's not V3. It's true. V3 was a whole different... I don't actually need that now. I do still need that now. V3 is a whole other can of beans, and they're making another one. 2X, which I think I'll probably play it. It was fun. Like, I like Danganronpa games for what they are. What's the music gonna change? Like right here? I like a good murder mystery. That's what that is. 2x2? Well, you can't just name it something like that. Spoils the entire franchise, anime included, in the very intro. It kind of does. What's fun with V3 is there's actually a demo you can play that doesn't spoil everything, but does spoil something really funny. I'm going to say I'm standing by my... Oh, wait, hold up. I have to do this right. I haven't saved yet, so this probably isn't the smartest of moves, but whatever. He said as he committed a really dumb move. I don't need to save nearly as many, because I'm not going through that final gauntlet. At least I hope I'm not. I've done this so many times now. But yeah, like, the big news about the Danganronpa, the new Danganronpa game, is they had to recast Monokuma, because the woman who played him died. She was already, like, 90 years old, so not a big surprise in some ways. She was the original voice of Doraemon, and they managed to get the new voice of Doraemon, so still really good. Yes, he told me exactly what I need to do. I think I would have figured it out on my own, but he did tell me how to do it. There is something that's new here that's of interest, and I'll point it out when I get to it. Gonna show the VOD. Oh, no, I looked at the VOD for the first ending really quick. I have the VOD up because I needed to look up there were like 2 solutions to puzzles I needed to look up. Hate that guy. What? Seriously? What? You turned around. So a good birthday gift a couple days ago. 8-Bit Dough Pro. Works really good. Oh, nice. Congratulations. But what I said is, like, the VOD didn't change much, and I'm not, like, rigged up to deal with like showing the ending. Like I said, it was very much the same thing, just a different picture, and the Peach sprite was different. Like, those are the 2 differences. Not a happy camper with how many times I've gotten hit by that one guy. Okay. Gonna go look? Oh, go for it. It's like 3 hours and 50-ish minutes into the VOD if you want to see it. Also, yeah, happy birthday. I did not correlate things well there. I just had a thought. I wonder if that dumbwaiter didn't get activated. Well, we'll see in a minute anyway. We have to go that way to do some stuff. After this. Right, the music changes to indicate. This Friday? Oh, nice! I feel like Halloween is one of the few, like, holiday birthdays that isn't so bad to have. One of my grandparents had a near Christmas birthday, and as a child, he quite resented it. As he got older, of course, he stopped caring because your birthday stops being significant after you're about 26. Until you're, like, 65 or whatever it is, and you get your AARP card. But... okay. So now we go to floor 2. Here's the shell. The question I have is the dumb... Huh. Okay, that's actually another thing to mark down. That is actually breaking. So in the first instance of that room, there's a dumbwaiter, and if you go back, I don't think you can reproc it if you do it too late. So that could be a problem. Oh, I need to go left. Okay. Let's see if I can just remember this one. It's C, G, C, G, A, F, G. I remembered it. Oh, God. There's a funny bit in Midnight Madness where one of the characters tries to anagram what is effectively an unanagrammable thing. He likes my key. And he ends up with Fagabeefy, which is completely irrelevant and does not help in the slightest, because they're literally musical notes. You can't anagram them very well. There's not that many letters. Alright, C, I guess. But one of those things I think is kind of funny. Okay, cool. So now I just think I need to get the shell and go into the dining room, or the ballroom. Huh. I think I saw something move. Put a marker down to look at that later, but I don't think it matters. But yeah, the dumbwaiter thing could be a problem, because someone could easily get themselves logically stuck. I find it odd it's not in both instances of the room. But basically, if someone did go and do the library loop before going into the other thing, it would be a problem. I can actually see this one coming, pretty sure. There we go. And the other one pops out of the floor around here. See, you thought you'd be able to get me with the Luigi jump scare, but you couldn't. How you doing, Friday? Luigi is... he's pretty fitting. He fits well. Okay, so now we go to the gallery. Hit the button. And run across the room. Run across the room. And run across the room. There's an actual puzzle there, we're just not doing it. I can actually see what's written on the wall this time around. Oh, the letter you read from Peach on the walls is different? I should have been paying more attention. Oh, darn. I didn't actually read that. No mistakes were made. I guess I assumed it'd be the same once I saw the start of it, but I guess it was probably less crazy. Oh, wow. Jump scare. That's annoying. I still have to go read it at the end. Maybe I'll hook it up so we can... Actually, how can I do that? He killed Kenny. You bastards! I loved it when they took it seriously once. Like, had Kenny dead for an entire series. Whole season. They did the ladder to heaven bit. Where do I need to go now? We got the key, so I do need to go show him the key. Bad ending shows here slowly, going same solitude. Good ending. Thankful that he did come despite everything. Ah, okay. Like I said, I should go read it at least, because I just completely spaced at that point. Yeah, I'd rather go through the dining room. Not that it really matters, it's the same basic premise. Yeah, I know. My focus is what I'm legendarily known for. Okay. We talked to our friend in the darkness. Face seems to be humming softly to itself. It keeps glancing at your new key. He likes keys. He wants a Tanu key suit. Alright. Right, it does that. I forgot the hand goes away and it's replaced with Mario's Tuchus. That's a joke ending. I think I've told you about Amnesia, The Dark Descent. There's a custom story called Helena has a lot of different endings you can get. As a joke ending. No, I did... Did I play through Amnesia? Oh, well, that's what I get for spacing out again, thinking about if I played through Amnesia or not. They did a game before Amnesia. Trying to remember which one was which, because I played 2 games with Fiskbit that were similar. I think that Amnesia might have been... Why can I ever get Wikipedia? No, there it is.
I am mildly curious to see what happens when Rose goes to say plural.
The same thing, it's going to show her butt. Like, see? I presume that because this particular animation, I think, is only relevant for castle destructions, that Tweed repurposed that specific spot for the hand. Like, I don't... or spin jumping. Well, no, you're ducking and... Yeah, no. That's only relevant if you're doing, I didn't take one of my mushrooms, did it? I think it did. Oh. Was that 3 or... Oh, wait, we'll do a proper reset just to see really quick. Oh, yeah, I did play Amnesia. I played it with Fiskbit, and he got angry at how I played it. That was the one. That was 4. Oh, never mind. And then I'll put Rosa back. No, I'll take care of it. I messed up here. Yeah, I'm done. Problem solved. Oh, I may as well. I already did that. Okay. Okay, now to go get the 3rd key. So in order to do that, we need to go through the dining room. Flush with cash. Just rewatched all the endings real quick. There's a random bathroom you can find with a weird door you can enter. Critical toilet mana provides you immortality, but you have to sell your soul. Make sure you get a good credit score. And make sure you get a good credit score. That's how the ending goes. I love that. No, it did not use the shroom. I was curious. We found out the truth of it. It's all good. Speaking of... I like a good surreal ending. That sounds surreal to me. And at least kind of funny, provided it happened before this skibbity thing. Just kill me. Yeah, I like weird little endings. Like, you got... What is it? Resident Evil? No, it's not Resident Evil. It's, like, Silent Hill has the dog endings. Where it turns out, like, a dog is... A tiny Shiba Inu is controlling the whole thing. Or some other kind of nonsense. I also love the just fuck this shit, I'm out endings, where like you're allowed to choose within the first like minute of the game that you just don't want to play the game, and the game's like, okay, cool, and just lets you leave. Shadow Complex had a really good one of those, where like you go through the intro part, like the premise of Shadow Complex is like you met this girl, and she's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go night caving, it's gonna be great. And then like you go in there and you discover, and she's faster than you, so you go through the cave. And then you later see a short cutscene where she's kidnapped by ninjas or whatever. Or in this case, it's like secret government agents. I don't recall the exact details. And she disappears. And you have a choice. You can just literally go back to your car and drive home. And it shows you just driving home, listen to the radio, happy as a clam. Or you can actually get involved with the whole giant secret conspiracy thing. You know, your choice. Did I proc this? I think I did. Witch's House is one like that? Ah, okay. Takes you the credits, all other ones the same by starting a prayer and talk towards a dead corpse. That is different. Ow. Okay, I'm going to take a short break because I haven't had a good stand-up break, and honestly, it feels good to do the same thing in the same room. So we'll be right back. And then we'll go finish our UFO ending. And we are back. We'll take care of the remaining issues. Actually, also double-check that I hit the statue for, like, the 3rd time. Yeah, he seems fine. Okay. Is this the room with the critter? Or is it the next room? I think it's the next room. Thank you. It's good to be back. Okay. Perfect. Now we just wander in here. It's a minor issue. I'll put a note down about it because I don't think it matters much. Some of these things should have slope assist tiles under them. It's weird I'm getting caught at slow speed. Okay. Now you see the X? That's important. So all in all, I mean, we are getting fairly close to where I want to be in this game. Okay. There's 2 more critters to jump over. Then we get to the basement. No critters on this screen. Next critter is just a bit before the stairs. That's not the critter. They look so similar in the dark. Okay, and then we're going to the first floor. The weird thing is, her bending over, because of the way that, like, her hat is, it almost looks like someone's pointing, and there's, like, a ring on her finger. Like, you can kind of see what I'm saying? Like, it looks like she's got the sleeve up to the hand, because her hair is kind of, like, Simpson-y hand-colored. And then it points it. If that makes sense. And or we can just look at Mario's butt. You know, one or the other. What's up, Walter? How you doing? Change of flake if you're curious. I don't blame you. It's an interesting thing. You know, it's from Mario Cutscene. That's what I thought, too. Like, there's no way you could bend over and be in a spin state. So that has to be the only spot where that's available, at least in my mind. I am doing something dumb. I wanted to check something else first, but I'm glad I made the save first. Oh, Matt'll live. He's seen a lot of Rosaline in his time. I'm just doing this really quick. Ooh. It is a funny sprite. I think it's from Happy Tree Friends, but I'm not well versed in that specific Flash cartoon. Right. I want to go above. I want to rise above it. I want to double check that the dumbwaiter thing didn't respawn. Yeah. Alright, that's good. But yeah, that dumbwaiter thing actually bugs me, I think, more than the crash to some extent, because it's a way you can easily get yourself trapped and not be able to get the second part of the story that you need to solve another puzzle. This is a very big puzzle hack. It's spooky, but it's all about puzzles. Alright, let's go do this thing correctly. Okay. Walk past, enter door, get free shrooms. We get 3 shrooms, even. Okay, then we go this way, jump over that. Give him to Kuro and he improved the sprite as well. This pixel art, a lot of it. Oh, so did Kuro make the flaky hack, or... Because I remember you linking me to this specific hack that had this as a sprite. Okay, got lucky there. Yes, I already did that, so that's fine. I had to think. That was Leafeon, user from a long time ago. Ah, okay. It doesn't matter, this should be fine. Okay. So now we got the feather key. We do this, because like hell I'm going to do this part over and over. Okay. Largely memorize what I need to do here and then immediately fail it. It's fine too. Alright. There's a reason I saved here. I will burn one. It'll make me feel better. Okay, and then there's the drop-off and the tentacle beast. We walk over here, and then there's this guy. We get confused about where... Dal remake the rejected hack. Works on his own projects. Can't be certain about it. Usually, hey, good. I don't remember too much of the context around the hack. I mean, it does make me feel better. Fun fact. It was mildly relevant for the Lost Island of Alana stream. Basically, when I do an Adventures in Advergaming stream, I have to turn off the reward that allows people to turn on the ads, because it can turn off the ads, which is really dumb. But it's how I implemented it. So I just removed the line of code that activates that, and everything works out fine. Alright, let's burn one. Because there's a tentacle beast here, and then this guy. And then we barely make it up the stairs, and there we go. We're out. More ads for my trouble. This is fine, too. Okay, so I have the key. So now we have to go do the thing by going up the stairs. What? Which thing? Have to turn off the ads reward when doing advergaming things? Well, because it turns it on for 5 minutes. It's like, oh, it's already on. Cool. It's just been extended for 5 minutes because the state that it thinks about is held in OBS. Okay. This room's still safe in this instance. What does the Alana... Oh, just because that was an advergaming stream. Like, the Lost Island of Alana is a, you know, ad for Cherry Coke. So it was an Adventures in Advergaming stream. No, it's understandable. It was a weird game. There's still some parts I wonder about. The face again looks happy to see you. It wants to see more keys. Okay. We are getting close to this ending. I guess that means if I really wanted to, I could just fork off and... Oh, for Pete's sake, just think for a minute when you're doing things. Told your father about it, he said Mountain Dew did a similar thing. Beat the game with the pots and the spirits. This one? Yeah, I beat it. I'm getting the other two endings. That's not the... Oh, Shivers. Yes, the pots. Yeah, Shivers. I did beat it. I had to look up a couple things. I got into a spot where I could not get. I couldn't figure out what the last few pots were, and so I ended up looking it up, and there was one, like, that was behind a really obnoxious puzzle. It was a pegboard puzzle thing where you have to have marbles jump each other and remove from a board. It's a very classic-y, puzzle-y, gamey type thing. Just was, like, annoying enough I didn't want to do it. But it is complete, and the ending was pretty hilarious, in all honesty. There is a sequel. I don't know if it's just like a conceptual sequel, kind of like the Phantasmagoria games have, or a real sequel. But one day might play it. I don't know. One of the people who I generally trust for point-click adventure game reviews. Didn't like Shivers 2 as much as Shivers 1. It should still be up. Ugh. Burning through mushrooms. In part because I know I don't care. With any luck, this will be the last area I need them for. Okay, and then I need to go to the first floor. Is this hell? Are we dead? Is this hell? Do love how they changed a bit of Jammer Lammy to not send her to hell, even though it makes more sense than sending her to an island. Okay. So I just need to look up the bird solution after we're through this room, and then we should be on the home stretch. They got so much usage out of that one sound. It's the bubble sound, it's the chuck clapping. It's a lot of stuff. That's actually the last thing I looked at note-wise. Okay, yellow is up. Red is up. Green is left. I admit it does look funny. I have no problems with that. Blue is right. Black, and then down. Is it a climbing sprite? Huh. Okay, we procced it. Now we just have to get past a few remaining things, and we get our third ending. At least I think we do. We'll see what it requires afterwards, because I legitimately don't know other than this is how you get this ending. What the kind of ending it is. Push the button. This crown is suspiciously P-switch shaped. Got the star key. Alright. So now we have one last place to go, and hopefully this works out. Okay, choose the floor. Second floor. Really wish those blocks remained dead afterwards. It would be so convenient. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Jump over him. Jump over him. Alright, now we get to see something new. Oh, should have saved first. No. No! Okay. Okay, you know, that was a choice I could make. See if it respawns, maybe. Okay, cool, it does. That would have been really annoying. Look. Oh, wait. No, now it's oh, great, it's broken. Oh, no. I saved over that. Oh, well. Not a big deal. Thump. Look, I don't actually lose that much. We just have to do the other lap. With the gardening. It's not going to be the end of the world. See, we fixed it. When did I save? See, make sure I finish this part. No, I saved on the way in. Okay. Fun fact, I back up my saves every 5 minutes for this eventuality. Sometimes I'll make mistakes. Sometimes bad things happen. So we can get around it by having frequent backup saves. has proven to be a very useful thing to do. Should just ran for it. Oh, generally nice. Oh yeah, no, I've been saved by having good backups periodically. In video game world, at least. I've rigged up some other weird backup systems. Like I had a system backing up my save files for Everhood at one point in time, but I didn't write it very well. I've been meaning to in the event that when I go around to play. Probably should have made a marker. Probably should have made a marker for the fact you could say no to the face, come back, and then he won't talk to you. It's a weird thing. But it's not a terribly important thing. Okay. This, just to force the flags forward. Okay, it's up, up. Left. Right. Down. Up. Whip. I think there's a pretty decent amount of Super Metroid stuff in here. We had the Kraid music earlier, I think. I played Super Metroid forever. Last time I played Super Metroid, it was I think it was in Z-SNES. Should have been the Konami code. It could have been. It could have been. Alright, let's get off of the backups page. Wait, I don't need the backups page right now. Like, every 5 minutes, if the save is changed, it'll make a backup file. I have so many backup files, by the way. And if it's substantially different than the most recent backup file, as in it has a different MD5 hash, I think I used, or maybe I do direct to quality, I forget, then it overwrites it. So for SA1, I get a lot of these. For other ones, not so much. Floor 2... Okay, we're almost there. Really hope I don't need a lot of HP wherever I'm going. But also, I've got an inkling that those are either lives or coins, so I could easily manipulate them if I want to. Yes, yes, I plan to save before talking to the thing. That was the plan all along this time. Okay, now we're gonna go with him. Gonna come closer. I'm the reanimator. Oh. I think we may want to reset because that sprite could be very different. Let's just take a look at what that's supposed to look like, as opposed to what we've made it look like. Okay, here we go. It's not that much different now that I look at it, but alright. Can I move? No. Thanks for playing! Everyone's gone. Horizontal credits, as opposed to the vertical ones. An SMW ROM hack by GamesInTweed. Patches by Lolcats, Weekwitra, Hammer Bro, Disco the Bat, Nice Spice Guy. Is this the Saints Go marching in? Bro, Lencho, Matthew, Russian Man, Jenklord, ASM, Max, Martin Fangame, Do the Four Spoons, Incognito, Blind Devil, Darlak, The Bod, Nueso, Ladia, and Kevin M. All did ASM stuff. The Biob, Do the Fourth, Kevin M, Nari Fangamer, Hammer Guy, Bro, Ice Guy, Davros, Claro, I can't go fast enough. Melon Pizza, Apollon, did some blocks. Graphics by Super Tails, Maltz, SF Dark Warrior, Ice Goom, Bronze Daisies, Ampari, Capcom, Konami, GamesInTweed, Rycon. Art Advisor, Jez Jitsu. Music and ports by Kevin M, Moose, Pixel, Ninetails, Syntax, Sunrise Twins, Something Looksy, Chasing Scooter, Daiso, Samantha. I missed the last couple. Playtesters, Hobo Shura, Deridrin, Retro Swim, Rube P, and Geezer 26. Alright. What happens now? Alright, that was the end. We did it. We did it. We beat it. It's official. I cleared it 100%. Yeah, I really should have done the UFO ending first. But oh well. Yeah, all 3 exits but the crash. But the crash, indeed. There's not much we can do about that. So yeah, that's the game. It's really good. I had a lot of fun. I found a few bugs. The crash was the main one, but there's also a couple of like logic things that seem a bit odd. I'll probably like do the basic moderation stuff and then send it to Tweed first. Room 127. Yes. Oh, hello. Alright, well, I'll boot into the game so we can at least get the raid message off.